kind of letting each one of us tell you our testimony and how we got started with the company, and then let you guys ask any questions, and then we'll also go over a little bit about what's going on with the company and get you guys really informed and in the know and ready to get out there and go make some money. Because if anybody can tell us how we can make some money with this business, it's Denise Lee.
Yes, absolutely. But I believe in energy, okay? And I think the energy right now is a little low in the room. And I know you're eating, so I just want, maybe if you can put your sandwich down for 1 second and we can get this energy pumped up in this room, because I believe high energy is high energy. With you guys, because you're all distributors, right? Okay, so then our guests are going to come in, and they're going to hear our presentation, and so we're going to warm them up, and we're going to do a practice right now on how we're going to do that. So we're going to start clapping. Everybody, who's ready for it? I am. What kind of change? A total life change. Who's ready for a change? I am. What kind of change? A total life change. Who's ready for a change? I am. What kind of change? A total life change. Who's ready for a change? I am. What kind of change? A total life change. I am so happy to be here, and I'm so happy because I am retiring myself from nursing on the 27th of this month. Yes! That's a big deal. It's a big deal, y'all. Okay? I'm going to be free. And what I want you to know is that you can be free too. Because my husband and I, we started working this business 9 short months ago. And at that time, we were tossing and turning at night. I don't know if anyone out here is doing that right now because of finances in your household. But we were tossing and turning at night because we didn't know how we were going to pay the bills at the end of the month. We have more bills than money. Don't know if anyone out here is like that. We have more bills than money. I'll never forget the day when the sheriff was in my driveway handing us foreclosure papers. And our daughter was going to the school bus, and the sheriff's in our driveway. Can you imagine that? And so she's saying, Mommy, are we going to be okay? I told her that we were going to be okay, but I didn't know. So for my husband and I, we had a very short window of time to turn things around. We had a date, and it was a foreclosure date. So I don't know if anybody out here in this audience has a date or have a small window of time to turn things around in their life, because you can do it with Total Life Changes. And in 9 short months, okay, we are now 6-figure earners a month. A month. So as we start to talk about some of the challenges that we're facing, because we're all pioneers. You're all saying, I'm a pioneer. I'm a pioneer. Because we're all pioneers in this business. I just want you to just think about that, because I prayed and I asked God for $10,000 a month, an extra $10,000 a month. And I'm happy to say my husband and I are making over $100,000 a month. Okay, so have that in your brain, because we're no different than you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to Chelsea so she can talk about some of the things that are going on with Total Life Changes and some things that are going to be happening, some exciting stuff that's going to be happening in our back offices with our shipments and all those things. So Chelsea, go ahead. I'm sorry, not Chelsea. Oh, Taya. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't know I'm talking about that.
So Chelsea, do you want to start then?
I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I started, and then Sabrina and Chelsea, and then yes, I have a little page of notes that I'm going to share with you about all the exciting stuff that they're doing to help us run our business more smoothly. I'm Taya Wiley. I am a director. I started actually with the company back in May, but I just did what a lot of people do. I signed up and then I did nothing else. I was in Baltimore, Maryland, filming a directory, and a girl that was sharing a room with me, she was like, you need to buy this tea. At the time I was with another company. She was like, no, she was also with that other company. She was like, this tea, this is where it's at. You gotta do it. It'll have you lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And I've always struggled with weight and weight loss. I used to be about 300 pounds. So anytime anybody tells me all I have to do is drink some tea and I'm gonna lose weight, of course I'm gonna do that. So I bought the $100 kit of tea, and that was it. I was drinking the tea, but I was focused on my other business, so I wasn't working the business. About 3 months in, I had turned off my auto ship completely. That was back in May of 2014. So December 30th, 2014 comes along, and one of my sisters from the other company, she started posting about this tea. So I call her and I'm like, Kim, you're selling the tea now? And she's like, yeah, girl, this company is awesome. I was like, oh, okay, well, I signed up 7 months ago, but I never did anything with it. And she's like, what? You didn't tell me about this? You knew about it 7 months ago? And I'm like, well, what? What's wrong? And she's like, did you look at the compensation plan? And I'm like, no, I never looked at the compensation plan. What am I missing? She's like, girl, we get paid 50% commission on all our sales. I'm like, 50%? Because the company we were with, we were getting 10%. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. She was like, and we get a 50% check match on anybody we sign up. I'm like, what? I had over 300 girls in my other company. So my mind started doing the math if I was getting a 50% check match on everybody from that company. And she's continued with all these great things with our fast start bonuses, and she's telling me about all this money. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe I should do something with this company. So I called Lanika Scott, who is the person one of the people that brought Total Life Changes to the U.S. So when I called her and I told her, I signed up 7 months ago, I'm ready to get going. And she's like, okay, well, let's look in your back office to see what you have there already. And I'm like, I've never signed up anybody, I've never sold a pack of tea, there's nothing in my back office, I don't even know how to log in my back office. And so she walks me through this process. We go in my back office and she asks me, what does it say under LV and what does it say under RV? And I'm like, well, under LV it says 15,650 something. And under RV it said nothing. And she's like, oh, you're doing really well. I was gonna move you, but I'm gonna leave you where you're at. And then so she told me to call Denise. So an hour had passed and I'm on the phone with Denise, and she tells me again to log into my back office. She asked me the same question. I'm like, something's wrong with this back office, because now it says I have 16,150. In an hour, I had done nothing but make another phone call. And Denise just laughs and she's like, oh, sweetie, that's because most of my organization is under your leg. And I'm like, what? Because with the last company, nobody was being placed under you. It was a linear compensation plan. Anybody that was on your team, you had to have put them there. It was a lot of hard work. You had to make sure everybody's auto ship was on. You had to make sure they had customers. You had to do all this extra work. And here I am looking at, in a month, $100,000 in volume that I wasn't getting paid a dime on just because I didn't know. But I'm glad I could at least have positioned myself. I didn't know what I was doing when I bought that tea. But as soon as I knew January 1st, I hit the ground running. I called Chelsea, who was with me in my other company. She jumped right on board. And within just 1 week from the day I had talked to Denise to the day that I had talked to Chelsea, by the end of that week, I already had a check for $645 just in 1 week. And anybody that works in the other company, you know how long it takes to make $645. So just in 1 week, I'm telling you, the opportunity here is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. I'm super excited to be a part of a company and getting in at the ground floor level, which means, 5 years from now, who knows? If in only 7 months I had over 561 distributors that I had not signed up and not met, I couldn't imagine what that's going to look like 5 years from now. So I'm just really excited to be a part of this company.
Great job. Hi everyone, I'm Sabrina Dix and I am a director with Total Life Changes. So excited. I'm just so glad that you guys are all here. I'm just honored to even have Denise to be here to share with us on today. My story is kind of different because I never tried the product or anything. Lanika Scott posted a post on Facebook. She is my upline, talking about Total Life Changes several months prior to September. And I said, what is Lanika doing? So I said, let me log in. I looked at it and I said, no. Drop 5 pounds in 5 days. Never looked at it again. September 9th, I had my time with the Lord. How many of you had time with the Lord every morning? Just a little quiet time. So I had my quiet time with the Lord, and I told my husband, he was getting ready for work, I said, you know what? I said, the Lord told me health and restoration. And he said, well, what does that mean? I said, I don't know. I don't know. He said, well, I receive. I receive. And I said, okay. I said, well, I'm going to just keep talking to the Lord and see what does he want me to know about health and restoration. So he went off to work. I went, took my children to school, came back. I had some business to do on my computer. And I said, let me log on to Facebook, see what's going on. I logged on, and the very first post in the news feed was Kimberly Edwards. She is now a regional director with Total Life Changes, and she's a lady that I really respect. We've talked several years. Never met her personally, but I have high respect for her. And she said, I just partnered with Total Life Changes. Something in my spirit just said, you need to go back and look at what Lanika sent you. So I went back to the link that she gave me, and I researched all of it, everything that she sent me. I inboxed her. I said, what do I have to do to get signed up? She said, oh, just click on that link, and these are the enrollment packages, you get signed up. Immediately, I enrolled. Never tried the product, never did anything. I don't even know Lanika personally. I've only met her through Facebook. But in my spirit, I felt confirmation. How many of you have ever had confirmation in your spirit? You feel like, this is it. This is something. So I felt health, restoration. This is a health and wellness company. So I said, restoration. Thought about my years of being a single mom. I have 3 adult children. I have 2 young children, an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old. I remember the financial struggle and all of that. I said, restoration, could this be my finances about to be restored? I thought about health and restoration. Thought back 1999, my father passed away 1 week before my wedding at the age of 63 years old. Somebody say too young. Too young. Then, just 8 years ago, my mother died of a massive heart attack at 64 years old. Say too young. Too young. Then, 2 years ago, my father-in-law died all of a sudden, 67 years old. Say too young. Too young. Then, not even a year later, on the same day that my mother died, my mother-in-law just died last year on March 10th. All of a sudden. Somebody say health. Health and restoration. So did you see how in my spirit I felt like this is it? We're going to finally break this generational curse. Amen. That's how I felt. That's what I received in my spirit with Total Life Changes. It's going to break my family, set us free from lack. He's going to restore us in our area of our finances. When I saw that compensation plan, 50% to enroll someone, fast start, 50%, you get a binary check, I'm going to get 50%. Talking about restoration. Amen. When I look at my checks each week, and my team is growing at a nice little pace. The Lord is taking me at my time. I am a director, and I have an awesome team. I'm so proud of my team. I know we could do better, but I know God does things in his own time. But when I look at my checks, and every week I'm getting $500 checks, $250 checks. Who couldn't use an extra $1,000 a month? Amen. I'm talking about restoration in your finances. Not only that, restoration in my health. I had high blood pressure when I had those 2 little kids. My body went in such a shock. My oldest is 27. I have a 26-year-old. I have a 22-year-old. And then talking about an 11-year-old. My body went into shock. It was all messed up. Talking about high blood pressure, cholesterol out of whack, all this stuff going on, IBS. Honey, since I've taken these products, I no longer have IBS. Amen. I'm no longer on my blood pressure medicine. I'm talking about restoration in my health and in my finances. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law are over there. My sister-in-law has gone from an 18 to a 14. My brother-in-law has lost over 20-some pounds. Yes. My husband has lost 26 pounds. Wow. I'm talking about restoration in my health, in my family's health. No generational curses. The lack is over. That's what I claim with this company. So it's just been such a blessing. I hope you all see what you really, really have in Total Life Changes. Total Life Changes. I don't believe that was an accident that they named the company Total Life Changes, because the company is changing lives. Not tomorrow, today. Instant results you will receive with these products. And that's why I'm so excited about this. I am so on fire with this product, with this company, from the Ghana to the Chaga to the NutriBrush to the Tatuli. Everything. You want to know about a product? I can tell you about it because I'm a product of the product, because I study more than just the tea. This company is not about the tea.
That's right.
It's not about the tea. Get past that and really, really look at what this company has to offer. All right, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, so I've been involved for about 3 months or so, and I was previously involved with that body wrap company. I got involved with them about 3 years ago, and I really never saw myself getting involved in network marketing, but I was a product of their product. It took off really fast. I grew a big team, but over time with that company, I really didn't feel like it was a stable company for me to be in. And after several years, I realized I really was on the right road with network marketing, but I was not in the right vehicle. So about 4 months ago, I really started to pray that God would bring a new business in my life. And what happened was in December, my grandfather passed away. And so when all that was happening, I had started a new job and was making great money at that job. But I was only allowed to take 1 day off of work for me to go to his funeral. And it didn't matter to me how much money I was making because they owned my time. And so I really started to pray that God would bring me something that would not only be a great way to make some extra money, but something that would give me that time freedom. Also, in my family, a lot of my family is a little bit overweight, and so I've really been into health and wellness. And I am very active on Instagram, and I had seen these different tea products, and I really wanted to try one. And so as I'm praying, God bring me something, I started to pray a little bit more, with a little bit more intensity. I need, give me a sign of what you want me to do here. Give me a company, put it in my lap. And I'd had a really bad experience with my previous company and made a post on Facebook about it. And within an hour, Taya called me and started to tell me about this business. And she said, 5 pounds in 5 days and 50% commission. And I just said, all right, sign me up. And I'd had a lot of other people reach out to me for other businesses, a lot. And I said, no, this isn't the right one. This isn't the right one. But I knew that if Taya was telling me that this was a good company to be a part of, that it was. So after she called me, I did about 10 hours of research. I'm more of a nerd than a free spirit. So I did all this research. I looked at the compensation plan. I called Denise the next day. I talked to her. She talked to me for an hour. I could not comprehend that a leader in a company was taking an hour out of her day to speak to me. That doesn't happen in other companies. It just doesn't. So I knew that this was the team for me. I joined, and my first month in the business, I made more than my first 3 months in my old one. Wow. And I had moved fast for that. So the compensation plan, I have never seen anything like it, and I can't wait to talk about it later. I'm a numbers nerd, and you are not going to find a plan like this anywhere else.
Thank you. In everybody's folder, I have put a check. I feel like I was going to read this, but my spirit is leading me to have everybody take out their check. And can somebody give me an oath out of one of those folders? I'll give it right back to you. How many people believe in the law of attraction?
Woo, I do.
Okay. So this is something that I do every morning. Every morning I get up and get on a 444 prayer and inspirational call, and we always read our oath of manifestation. And this is something that has been so powerful. I've been seeing so much abundance flow into my life since doing this and starting this. So you need to do this with another person, and then you kind of, one person says it and the other person repeats. So basically, you don't even have to read it, you can just repeat after me. And you have to say it with enthusiasm. I accept and receive.
I accept and receive
Unexpected good.
unexpected good,
Unexpected money.
unexpected money,
Unexpected love.
unexpected love,
Unexpected kindness.
unexpected kindness,
Unexpected generosity.
unexpected generosity,
Unexpected offers.
unexpected offers,
Unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways.
unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways,
From unexpected places in my life and the life of others.
unexpected places in my life and the life of others.
I am constantly guided
I am constantly guided
and boldly empowered
and boldly empowered
to receive the lavish and abundance of the universe.
to receive the lavish and abundance of the universe.
I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me.
I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me.
My acceptance makes it real
My acceptance makes it real
and opens a space for manifestation to rush in.
and opens the space for manifestation to rush in.
I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give.
I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give.
It is done now.
It is done now.
Through the oath of this manifestation, all things are possible.
Through the oath of this manifestation, all things are possible.
I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe
I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe
that is always providing for me.
that is always provided for me.
I feel it powerfully happening now.
I feel it powerfully happening now.
I am open to receive more abundance
I am open to receive more abundance
and to give more abundantly
and to give more abundantly
than I have ever experienced before.
than I have ever experienced before.
I can afford anything that I desire.
I can afford anything I desire.
In fact, I am so prosperous I need never worry again.
I am so prosperous I need never worry again.
I am grateful for all that I already have
I am grateful for all that I already have
and grateful for all that I am ready to give.
and grateful for all that I'm ready to give.
I keep myself lifted in high consciousness,
I keep myself lifted in high consciousness,
no matter what the appearances may be.
no matter what the appearances may be.
God is all there is.
God is all there is.
I let the God times roll.
I let the God times roll.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So I wake up every morning at 4:44 a.m. and read this. And it sets the tone for my day. And it sets I also, after that, I set my intention. So everybody has in there a blank check. I want you to write it out to yourself. And write it out in the amount that you want to receive and that you want to manifest in your life. They did this in the movie The Secret, and everybody that also did it says that it helps so much. I have my check written, and it's posted up in my bathroom mirror, so that's the first thing I see when I'm brushing my teeth. I'm just staring at my check, waiting for it to be deposited. I did want to do that before I went over some of the things that have been of concern to people. Everybody knows that this business has been booming, and that's a great thing. In December, the company doubled. In January, it tripled. So that is kind of the explanation why the tea orders is a little bit slow. But like Sabrina said, the tea is not all this company has. That is our flagship product, and we do want to, pump out the tea. But I saw a post in our group, Team USA, where the girl who made director before ever receiving her package. So you don't need to have your tea in your hand to get out there and really, really pump it up. They are adding additional processing centers. They're hiring more customer service reps. I know it's kind of hard right now to get into customer service. A lot of people say if they call, they're getting a busy signal. I get that busy signal also, but I know that within a minute, if I hang up and call back and hang up and call back, I'm gonna get through. They did just add another T1 line for customer service, and they're hiring so many customer service reps, but the thing is they have to have time to train those people. So if it was just me on the phone and I'm banging it out, and they said they went from, I believe, 500 calls a day to 3,000 calls a day. So if you're just one person, you might be able to get through about 200 calls in a day, but when you're training somebody, it might, take a little bit extra time to get those calls through, because we want to train everybody so that when they answer the phone, they can provide optimal customer service for everyone. There are some things that you can do yourself that you don't always have to call customer service for. We are in business for ourselves. We have our upline, we have our team, but really you are in business for yourself. So really take the time to go in your back office and look around and see the things that you can do. Some of the things that they mentioned that we can do ourselves is auto ship. Auto ship, we have the ability to edit, change, and delete our auto ship from our back office. That's a call that they get a lot when we don't even have to pick up the phone and call for that, because we can just go in and change it. But what I do want to warn everybody, if you change your auto ship, be very careful. Since we get paid on a weekly basis, you have to have your auto ship run at least every 30 days if you want to stay commission qualified. I'm new to this company, and I had one of my distributors call and ask me, can I change my auto ship from the 1st to the 15th? And I'm like, sure. I should walk her through how to do it. But then what I didn't know was that 2 weeks that she didn't run her auto ship, anybody that she signed up, she wasn't going to get paid her commission on that. I felt bad and I gave her the money out of my own pocket, but I just wanted to let everyone know, if you're going to change your auto ship, make sure, if you want to stay commission qualified, that you're running it every 30 days. If you change it a week, that week, if you sign up anybody, if anybody goes to your website, you won't get commission. So make sure that you're running that auto ship every 30 days. You can change it in your back office, you can change the products, you can change the address and the shipping, credit card, all of that you can do yourself. Another thing they say they get a lot of calls about is editing your profile. Can I change my phone number? Can I change my name? Can I change my address? All of that you can also do in your back office by simply logging in and clicking on My Profile. And then over to the left, it has all of your options where you can change. So some of these things you can do yourself. Is there anything else they can do themselves without calling in that I'm not thinking of right now?